Heard a metal-on-metal sound when reversing? It's a sign of trouble. This sound means parts are rubbing against each other. It's important to find and fix the problem before it gets worse. This guide will help you find the cause and fix the issue. It covers all possible problems and how to solve them. This way, you can stop the metal-on-metal sound when reversing. Typical culprits behind reverse gear grinding. The harsh grinding sound in reverse usually comes from a few main problems. Low fluid level, without enough oil. Parts rub and scrape. Worn clutch plates. When the friction surfaces wear out, they slip and chatter. Damaged gear teeth, cracks, or misalignment cause grinding when gears mesh. Bad bearings. Seized or collapsed bearings make gear and shaft rotation noisy. Faulty parking pawl. A stuck parking pawl creates drag when it shouldn't. General looseness. Loose parts clumped together. Pay attention to the noise to find the problem. Cause noise details when occurs other clues. Low fluid metallic scraping entering reverse only leaks. Low dipstick. Worn clutches intermittent chatter. Shifting to reverse gradual onset. Damaged gears constant grinding reversing. And drive gears may feel loose. Bad bearings rumbling and whine any gear. Engagement vibrations. Stuck pawl dragging noise mostly reversing parking brake releases fully. General looseness clunks all gears mount cracks. Missing bolts. By analyzing the sounds and behaviors, you can pinpoint the problem. Risks of dismissing metal-on-metal sound when reversing. Ignoring the grinding noise in reverse can lead to big problems. Worn clutches can cause dangerous slippage. Chipped gear teeth can break down into metal shavings. Seized bearings can lock the transmission. Loose parts can wear down faster. Don't ignore the noise. Fixing the metal-on-metal sound when reversing is crucial. How to pinpoint the cause. To find the source, follow a systematic approach. Scan for any stored diagnostic trouble codes. Test drive in all gears to find the issue. Check fluid levels and condition. Inspect gears, splines, and synchronizers for damage. Rotate shafts, test bearings, and move clutches to feel for roughness. Ensure loose mounts or components are torqued to spec. Adjust bands and linkage if needed. Thorough troubleshooting helps find and fix the faulty part. Fixing low transmission fluid levels. If grinding started after a fluid leak, low levels might be the cause. Just top up the fluid and determine if the leak comes from a fitting, gasket, or housing crack. Use UV dye to find the leak source if unsure. Check fluid color for signs of burning. Black fluid means there's an internal problem. Consider changing the filter and fluid to clean out metal particles from gear wear. Don't just keep adding fluid. Find out why it's low to stop leaks and grinding. Rebuilding worn transmission clutches. Clutches that slip and make a grinding sound need fixing. Take apart the clutch packs and check the steels and friction plates for wear and damage. Replace any worn-out plates and damaged apply pistons. Hone the clutch drums and/or cylinder bores to get a good grip. Flush out the contaminated fluid and replace filters and gaskets. Like new brake pads, refurbished clutch plates ensure reliable grip and engagement. Repairing damaged gears. Gears that are chipped, cracked, or misaligned need fixing. Replace any gears with too much wear or broken teeth. Check the mating shafts for damage and realign if needed. Make sure all parts are securely mounted and tightened right. Don't just swap out damaged gears. You must also fix the underlying issues. Replacing worn bearings. Grinding from worn bearings needs new ones. Find the source. Input shaft, output shaft, extension housing. Remove and check bearings and races for damage. Put in new bearings and races. Check the shafts for damage. Double check the bearing clearances. Too loose or too tight is bad. Don't ignore bearings as a hidden grinding cause. Their wear is often slow until it fails suddenly. Fixing sticking parking pawls. A parking pawl that sticks and doesn't fully disengage will grind against the transmission output gear. Try flushing debris and re-greasing the pawl pivot points. Check the park rod adjustment and actuation. Replace worn pawl pins and springs as needed. Make sure the shifter is fully in park. Relying only on the parking brake can cause pawl problems. Prevention is the best medicine. Prevent premature transmission failure through regular maintenance. Service transmission fluid and filters regularly to remove contaminants. Fix leaks right away to prevent grinding damage from low fluid. Let gear changes complete before accelerating or reversing to avoid class shifting. Scan for trouble codes to catch issues before they get worse. With regular fluid care and safe driving, you can avoid costly gear damage. Don't brush off troubling transmission noises. Ignoring a brief reverse gear grinding sound can lead to expensive repairs. Stay ahead by quickly finding and fixing the problem, whether it's worn parts, low fluid, or something more serious. Quick action and regular maintenance can stop grinding and quiet down the noise. Stay alert, diagnose correctly, and act fast to protect your transmission and wallet. For more info, read this.